smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.
This is my view in the morning down the valley, but we're going the other way. So this is the path with our hungry heifers in the way. Just making our way down into the high valley village of La Bonhomme, where there should be toilets. As the road zigzags down, we're cutting off the corners, as you can see there. Here is the tiny village of La Bonhomme. We're still at about 700 meters, but tucked into the hills. So back up 300 meters, and now a very short down to a 50-bed gîte that said it was full yesterday. So we'll see. It's probably a huge car park, but yeah, let's see. Slightly off track, but I'm gonna have a look. So this is the place, but they don't serve breakfast unless you are a patron. So that was a bit silly. Oh. A long way up another 300-400 meters. Whew. Series of switchbacks. Some First World War infrastructure. I think they're pulleys to pull things up. I'm not sure if this is a World War I construction or whether it's a hermitage. Judging by the entrance, it's to do with the war. Top of the col, just looking for the viewpoint now. Well, I'll stop and have a bit of breakfast. Oh. There we go, 1,220 meters. This is the viewpoint, but I can't see anything, and there are loads of flies. (9:30), saucisson and mayonnaise wrap for breakfast. And that's the view I look out on. Here we are, good morning, day 12. It was a good day yesterday. We're all sort of concertinaed up because of this long section of not being able to bivouac anywhere. But I got to where I thought I'd get to quite early in the day. So being me, I just pushed on, and luck would have it. A gîte was open Saturday, Sunday, and I was able to camp in their grounds for nothing. So that was good. Today is actually quite a tough day. There's a lot of up and down. Drop 500 meters, go up 500 meters. So we'll just see. But I've seen numerous people I've met before, Seb and Beck. I heard that Antoine and Chloe were close, and they're actually going to be the other people in my gîte, but they didn't actually turn up. So let's see where the rest of the day takes us. At some point, this section was definitely a road of some type, because there's an awful lot of sort of flagstones laid down. But yeah, this is a French cemetery high in the hills for soldiers that lost their lives in the First World War. There's 7 Becks who's been walking and chatting. A little bit of ski lift infrastructure. The start. So a good stop at this place. Used the toilets, had a drink, got more water, had a rest. Good place. Quite panorama. And we have everything out here. We have bikes, motorbikes, cyclists and horses. It's a busy path. Day hikers. Everybody's coming for this point of view. I just walked around for about 600-700 meters in a circle because I missed a sign. So, back on track. This section up here is very different. We're up high, it's a protected area. Yeah, very different. Seeing so many butterflies today. Good to see. Looking at the current path, it looks like we're going to go all the way across that ridge and all down the other side. Two choices. By the edge, inland. I'm going inland. We're just bouncing along this ridge at about 1,300 metres. Getting to the end of it. You can see why you can't pitch a tent here. I mean, you're up and it's exposed, but it's sort of a national park. But it's a long way. Doesn't seem very long, but it's a long way. Down off the blowy ridgeline, down a little bit, 300 metres maybe, to a car park. I wouldn't say I hate these, but I prefer powders to tablets, but can't find any powders here. Down off that ridge, way up there. Back up to over 1,300 metres. But what a view. They put electric wire on each side of these so you can't get through. So you have to go through this little zigzag. There you go. It's the ski resort here. Been chatting to somebody at lunchtime. You don't get enough snow around here consistently. Come out of the woods and you're met with all this infrastructure. So we did 23k to clear that section that you couldn't bivouac in. And now as it's 4 o'clock we decided to push on a bit further. One of 3 spots we can probably get. So let's see. Spent about 1 kilometre going on the GR5, but actually it's the wrong route. The HexaTrek doesn't use it for a little bit. So retrace the steps and then this little piece which has guardrails and all sorts of stuff to get you through. This looks not likely to get a tent spot for a while. Natural spring. This section it's been a bit scary. You need both hands to get your way through, and haven't always had the chance to film. We've been going for about an hour on this, and then it says, yeah, let's take you up here. This is the water source on the map. This trail is just so busy. There are so many people on it. This looks a reasonable water source. I'm going to take from here. It's coming up for 12 hours I've been walking, and just entered another section of Camp Bivouac, and I asked at this mountain top auberge that doesn't do any beds, and she said no, around here you can't. So I think I've got to go up another 200 meters to get to the next potential place. There you are.
Smash that like button. Woo!
Like and subscribe.